In this video, I'm going to give you some of my tips for training your outsourced employees. One of the best ways I found to train your outsourced staff is to actually record your screen. Record the screen, you doing the job, explaining what you're doing as you're going along, and just uploading the video to something like YouTube and putting it as a unlisted video and giving them to say, okay, I want you to do this job. Here's a recording of me doing it. Please watch this video. Any questions, ask me, but by all means, just follow the video and I want you to do it like that. And what you'll find is that the great thing about a video and you're talking about it is that they can pause it, they can go back to it, they can play it over and over until they understand it, they can play it while they're actually doing the job alongside of it, and it really, really helps. Now, one of the programs that I use for this is a program called Snagit. Now, Snagit's actually quite a versatile program. It allows you to record your screen, but also allows you to take screenshots as you go. So one of the other things I do is if it's a very simple, straightforward job, or like, for example, I needed a WordPress backup done a specific way. So I just took a screenshot of the WordPress, put an arrow to where you'll find the backup link. On the backup link, click that, take a screenshot of the actual backup page and put an arrow to where I want you to fill in the details. Then I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next to it and then gave the details that I want to fill in and said, right, okay, I want you to do that now to another 50 blogs. Yeah, 50 of them. And that was it. It was as simple as that. And it was just a case of, that was one thing that was effectively 3 screenshots and 5 bullet points saying what to do, and it was repetitive. It was the same thing over and over. The only thing they had to do was change the name of the backup to the blog that they were doing it on. That was it. It wasn't that hard. The rest of the details and all the rest of it remained the same. It was all getting uploaded to the exact same place, and I just got them to go ahead and do that. And what the best thing to do is get them to do it one time, check it, get them to do it a second time, check it, get them to do it a third time, check it. Now, if they've done it every single time correctly, then you can just leave them to it. You don't have to check anymore. Well, I check every so often, but it's like you just say, right, off you go and do the rest of them now, because if they've done it 3 times in a row correctly, they're going to do the rest of them all correctly. So that's another good way to do it. I'm going to put the link in the description for Snagit. As I say, it can record screens and you can also do screenshots, and you can add arrows and you can put stamps on it. So you can put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what I use quite a lot, along with my arrows. Or you can highlight boxes of, like, say you want text change. I usually just take a screenshot of the website, put a box in it, put an arrow to it and say change this text, and give them the other text, say change it to that. Now, when it comes to small jobs, you know, jobs that maybe take between a couple of minutes and 10 minutes long, most of them you'll find that you can actually do a 1 or 2 page PDF on them, maybe a few more pages if you've added screenshots. But what I tend to do is some screenshots, some bullet points, write about what I wanted to do, and then make that PDF and say, there you go, that's how I want you to do the job. Now, one of the first things I actually done was how to make a PDF of training stuff, so therefore I could then give screenshots and text and say make that PDF. Now, the reason I'm asking Virtual Assistant to make the PDF is that it saves me time making it, and it means that once they're in place, if you hire anyone new, or say you need additional employees, or that person leaves or whatever, you've got all this training material, you've got your videos, you've got your PDFs, you've got all the things together for anyone new coming along, and then they can actually go ahead and just learn how to do the stuff a lot quicker, and you're not having to be involved in retraining them again. So that's why it's worthwhile doing. One of the other things that is like a really top tip here is when getting your VA to train other VAs. So if you're needing more people to do, say you've got a job where that VA is doing it, but you need more people to do it, then the best thing to do is actually to get your VA to train the other VAs and check their work and so on, and then you can obviously check it as well, but it saves you a whole load of hassle and a whole load of time. You've got all the videos, you've got all the PDFs, you've got your VA training them and checking the work and so on. You can obviously check the work after it's been done as well, just to be 100% sure that it's getting done correctly. And then that's it. Leave them to it. honestly, this saves so much time. But one thing I would say or stress is if you're taking jobs away from a VA to give to another VA, and if you're doing it for the reasons that I'm doing it, because your first VA has been with you long enough now, and you've got more advanced work, or you've got more jobs that are important or more important that make you more money, and you want them to concentrate on that, but you still have to get the other work done, then make that clear to the VA. You're not taking away work for them to give away work and then they're not going to have a job. It's that you're giving away the things that you feel are not as important, still have to be done, and you want to give that away to the new VA while you get that VA that's been with you longer to do work that makes you more money at the end of the day. That's been great. I mean, honestly, even like on BL Design, for example, we've got our design manager. He trains all the new staff who come in to use the system. He's got all his stuff in place for that. He shows them how to do all the work, set it up properly, make sure they're doing all the things correctly. And that saves me a job of having to, once I've hired the person, I don't have to worry about them actually getting trained. He deals with that. But also one of the things that we've been working on recently is we've been putting together guides for the designers on how to do specific things around different social media platforms or different newsletters and all sorts of things that basically like, here is the best way, here's information. Even some of our clients, we've now got tips and stuff like that to deal with certain clients. As you work with clients, you start to learn what they like, what they look for, what impresses them and so on. And so we write all that down and then we have that available so that way other designers know how to approach that client and what to deal with the client. Some clients have designers they like better than others, and that's fine too, but we still keep a whole list of things that they like and what they enjoy and stuff like that together to make it easier to work with them. So anyway, so record it if you can. A screen recording of you talking, perfect. Screenshots with arrows and numbers and bullet points, perfect. It just depends on the size of the job and what it is and the complexity of it, but get that done. And if you get your training right, your staff are going to be so much better. You're going to have good positive experiences instead of saying, oh, that person was useless because you were useless at training them. You just have to realise that they are not mind readers. They are not people who instantly turn up and be like, oh yes, I can do all that stuff. You maybe have a difference when it comes to like back-end developers and so on. They should know what they're doing when they turn up to the job. Same with designers, they should know how to actually do the design work. But if you want them to work a specific way, then you need to teach them the way that you want them to work for you so you're happy with the job. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Share this video with any of your business friends or anybody who would be interested in hiring people from outsourced workers and so on. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.